What is the best budget-friendly airbrush compressor available on the market today? The best budget-friendly option for airbrush compressors on the market today, in my opinion, is this right here. It's the Cool Tootie by No Name from Spray Gunner. This little thing impressed me. This compressor has some options that other compressors in this size and price range just don't have. For one, it has a cooling fan above the motor to help with cooling issues. Cooling is always an issue with small compressors like these that are air cooled because they tend to run constantly when you're using them with an airbrush, especially if you're an artist who is spraying non-stop for hours on end. If you're painting miniatures or fishing lures, you may not have those same issues. But if you use your airbrush a lot and rely on this compressor or any compressor to give you reliable constant air, you're going to build heat in that compressor system. Heat causes condensation, and eventually it will work its way into the airline and out the end of your airbrush, which could potentially ruin your work or at least give you a bad day. So this compressor has really good cooling, in my opinion. I used this compressor exclusively in my own studio for a year before I made this video, just to make sure it passes all the tests, and it did. Another option this compressor has is it actually has a drain valve on the tank. So it does have a tank, which also helps to keep the compressor from running constantly. It comes with a regulator and a moisture trap. This is not the ideal spot to put a moisture trap on any compressor, but it's pretty much where they all are. Whether you get an expensive compressor or a very cheap compressor and it comes with a regulator or a moisture trap, the only place that they can put them is right next to the compressor. It's a packaging issue. But I have had very little water actually develop inside that moisture trap. To empty it out, you just hit the bottom. Obviously you can hear it running now. It's a very quiet compressor for a closed studio environment. I don't think that's any louder than the compressor that I normally use in the studio. So let's see how long it runs or how often it kicks on by spraying with it for just a short period of time. Again, this compressor really impressed me. The air is set at about 20 psi currently. I'm just trying to create some fur texture on this tiger painting. So one of the benefits, or one of the things I look for when I'm shopping for a compressor, is the fact that it's not going to run constantly. Most of those small compressors that are really designed and marketed for airbrush users, especially if they don't have a tank, they will run constantly in order to keep up and put out enough air to actually run the airbrush that you're using. This one, because it has a tank, there it just kicked on. We'll see if it kicks off while I'm still spraying. If you've watched any of my other videos, you know that the air is always on. I'm not turning the air off. So I'm constantly asking the compressor to work for me. And there it just kicked off. Obviously that's going to change depending on the air pressure that you're running. I'm running again at 20 psi here. If you prefer higher air pressures, the compressor is going to kick on a little bit more just because you're asking it to work harder. Obviously, there are a lot of options available out there when you're shopping for an airbrush compressor. And it depends on what you plan to do with your airbrush. All of these options are going to work really well for you regardless of what you're doing with your airbrush. Again, the cooling fan on the top of this air-cooled motor is extremely important. It really helps to keep the motor cool. It's ran for not very long, but I don't feel any heat on this thing at this point. It is going to get hot the more often you use it, or the longer periods of time that you use it. But again, after using it for a year in my studio exclusively, the moisture trap only had about that much water in it. It was very little, and I never had issues with moisture traveling through my airline and getting into the airbrush body and spitting out. And I never ran a moisture trap at the base of my airbrush either. I just didn't need it. This compressor works really well, and I put it through quite a bit of abuse. It's quiet. I also like the fact that you can drain the tank to keep rust from building up in there. So it is a great option if you're in the market, and I would highly recommend it. I've had zero issues for the year that I used it. And the price point is really good. Right now, at the time of this video anyway, this compressor is selling for $140 on Spray Gunner's website. If you want to step up to the $150 version, you'll also get the 1/4-inch adapter so that you can screw your air hose directly into the regulator. I use a little bit different setup, but know that it will require a 1/4-inch adapter if you want to screw your airbrush hose into the fitting, unless you use a different setup like I do. Spray Gunner does offer other options of this same compressor and some other no-name brand compressors on their website. When you compare the specifications between them all, I still think this is the best deal out there, and it's really budget friendly. I mean, $150 for a compressor that should last you a very, very long time. So I hope all of that makes sense. I hope you got something out of this. If you did, remember to like, subscribe, and share. I'm Trevor with Wicked Art Studio. I will see you all next time.